Forever. It's a word whispered with hope, etched on rings, declared in vows. But what happens when forever feels less like a romantic promise and more like an impossible burden? Today, relationships seem to have a shorter shelf life. Have we forgotten how to make love last? The truth is, love has always been a complex and evolving dance. In the past, love and marriage were often driven by practicality. Unions were forged for economic security, social standing, and the continuation of family lines. Divorce was a scandal, a mark of failure, and often came with significant social and economic consequences. Couples were expected to conform to rigid gender roles, with men as breadwinners and women as homemakers. Individual aspirations took a backseat to the collective needs of the family unit. Relationships were less about romantic love and more about fulfilling societal expectations. While this may seem stifling by today's standards, it provided a certain level of stability. Couples were bound together by external pressures and shared responsibilities, even when love waned. They learned to navigate challenges together, weathering storms for the sake of family and reputation. But as societies evolved, so too did our understanding of love and relationships. The rise of individualism, economic empowerment, and the pursuit of personal fulfillment ushered in a new era of romantic expectations. Today, we value personal happiness and self-discovery above all else. We are encouraged to pursue our passions, chase our dreams, and prioritize our own well-being. This shift has been incredibly liberating, empowering individuals to design lives that align with their values and aspirations. However, this emphasis on individual fulfillment has also created new challenges for relationships. Couples are no longer bound by the same external pressures or societal expectations. They are free to leave relationships that no longer serve them, seeking partners who better align with their evolving needs and desires. This freedom of choice, while empowering, can also lead to a sense of restlessness. With endless possibilities at our fingertips, it's easy to wonder if there's someone better out there, someone who can fulfill our needs more completely. The pursuit of individual happiness, while essential, must be balanced with the commitment and compromise required to sustain a long-term partnership. Learning to reconcile these two fundamental human needs is perhaps the greatest challenge facing modern couples. Enter social media, a double-edged sword that simultaneously connects us and amplifies our insecurities. We are bombarded with curated images of seemingly perfect lives and relationships, creating unrealistic expectations and fueling a sense of inadequacy. Scrolling through our feeds, we see friends' exotic vacations, colleagues' career triumphs, and influencers' picture-perfect families. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparison, wondering why our own lives and relationships don't measure up to these carefully constructed online personas. This constant exposure to idealized versions of love and life can leave us feeling dissatisfied with our own partners and relationships. We may find ourselves longing for the excitement of a new romance, or questioning if we've settled for less than we deserve. Social media has undoubtedly blurred the lines between our public and private lives, making it more challenging to cultivate a sense of intimacy and authenticity within our relationships. Learning to navigate this new terrain is crucial for couples seeking to build lasting connections in the digital age. Section 5. The pressure to perform. The pressure to achieve, both professionally and personally, adds another layer of complexity to modern relationships. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness, productivity, and the relentless pursuit of success. Long work hours, demanding commutes, and constant connectivity leave little time or energy for nurturing our relationships. We bring our exhausted, depleted selves home to our partners, expecting them to fill the void left by the demands of our day. This can create a cycle of resentment and disconnection. Partners may feel neglected, unimportant, or like they are competing for our attention. The very qualities that attract us to someone, their ambition, drive, and dedication, can become sources of tension and conflict. Finding a balance between our personal aspirations and the needs of our relationships is essential. It requires open communication, clear boundaries, and a willingness to prioritize our partnerships even when life gets busy. Section 6. The grass is always greener. The internet has dramatically expanded our dating pool. We can connect with potential partners from all walks of life. This can lead to a sense of grass is always greener syndrome. It's easy to fantasize about the perfect partner. This makes it challenging to invest in the present relationship. FOMO can lead us to sabotage good relationships. Remember, no relationship is perfect. Appreciate your partner and cultivate a love that deepens. While having options can be empowering, it can also be paralyzing. The sheer volume of choices can make it difficult to commit to a single path, leading to a sense of analysis, paralysis, and decision fatigue. We may find ourselves constantly second-guessing our choices, wondering if we've made the right decision or if we should keep looking for a better alternative. This can prevent us from fully investing in a relationship, as we may be hesitant to let go of the possibility of something better coming along. This abundance of choice can also lead to unrealistic expectations. With so many potential partners available, we may be more likely to focus on superficial qualities or deal breakers, rather than on the deeper values and shared experiences that form the foundation of a strong connection. Learning to navigate the paradox of choice requires cultivating a sense of discernment, knowing what we truly value in a partner, and being willing to commit to a relationship even when doubts arise. Technology, while connecting us in unprecedented ways, can also create distance and miscommunication within our relationships. We spend hours tethered to our devices, scrolling through social media, responding to emails, and engaging in online interactions, often at the expense of face-to-face conversations with our partners. Text messages and emails lack the nuance and emotional depth of in-person communication. It's easy to misinterpret tone, intent, and meaning, leading to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and unnecessary conflict. Emojis can only convey so much. Furthermore, the constant distractions of our devices can create a barrier to intimacy. We may find ourselves physically present with our partners, yet emotionally checked out, our attention absorbed by the digital world. This lack of presence can create a sense of loneliness and disconnection, even within the same room. Learning to create healthy boundaries with technology, prioritizing face-to-face interaction, and being fully present with our partners are essential for fostering deep and meaningful connections in the digital age. So, what does it mean to love and be loved in the 21st century? How do we reconcile our need for both individual fulfillment and lasting connection in a world that often seems at odds with both? Perhaps the answer lies in redefining our expectations of love and relationships. Instead of searching for a perfect partner who will magically fulfill all our needs, we can embrace the messy, imperfect beauty of building a life with another human being. This requires letting go of the fairy tale notion of happily ever after and embracing the reality that relationships ebb and flow, requiring constant effort, communication, and a willingness to grow together. It means accepting our partners for who they truly are, flaws and all, and choosing to love them even when it's challenging. It means prioritizing our relationships, making time for intimacy and connection, even amidst the busyness of life. Lasting love in the 21st century requires intentionality, vulnerability, and a commitment to showing up for each other day after day. It means creating a space where both partners feel seen, heard, and valued, where individual growth is supported, and where differences are embraced as opportunities for learning and expansion. It means resisting the temptation to compare our relationships to the carefully curated images we see online, and instead focusing on cultivating the unique beauty and depth of our own connections. Ultimately, love is a verb, an active choice we make each day to prioritize our partners and nurture the bond we share. It's about showing up for each other, even when it's hard, and choosing to love each other through the inevitable challenges and triumphs of life. And maybe, just maybe, if we can learn to navigate the complexities of love in the modern world, we can create relationships that are not just enduring, but deeply fulfilling, enriching our lives in ways we never thought possible.